Welcome back to NCC Sports Live. I'm John Garcia Jr. Syracuse and Connecticut just finished another close game at the Dome, but it didn't go to as many overtimes as it did last time. Jason Lucas is going to tell us why. Jason?
Thanks, John. The last time these two teams met, it was in the Big East tournament last March. There were 6 overtimes and 244 points scored. This time, the second-ranked Orange hoped it wouldn't take quite as long to put down the Huskies. This time, Jim Boeheim and the Orange are ranked second for the first time since 1990. And Onwuaku is where he always is, in the paint for the layup and the foul. Late in the first half, Scoop Jardine drives, and I think he's playing horse off the top of the basket and in for the layup, as the Orange take a 7-point lead into the half. In the second half, Rick Jackson check his footwork and post moves as he muscles through UConn's front line for the deuce. He led the Orange with 15 points. And it began to look like a blowout when Routens hits this three to give the Orange a 12-point lead. They eventually had a 16-point lead, but you knew UConn would fight back. Jerome Dyson hits a three to cut the lead to 1. And on the very next play down court, Dyson hits a deep three to tie the game at 65. And now here's the play everyone talked about after the game. Routens misses this three, and Scoop Jardine ends up with the ball. And then he drives down the lane, but he's blocked by Gavin Edwards. Or is he? No, the refs granted Jim Boeheim a controversial timeout. Orange got the ball, and Wes Johnson had 2 free throws to put the Orange up 2. Jerome Dyson wasn't a hero today as he missed the three-pointer. SU survived 72-67, and most of the players were relieved they put this team away in regulation.
Tired so late in the game, all I was thinking was overtime. And good thing we was getting rid of battle out in regulation. I mean, Wes hit 2 big free throws, and we kind of drove it from there.
I was kind of thinking that when Joe was shooting, but you know, he knocked him down on the line, and you know, if that be the case, you know, we would have been ready to go to overtime. But you know, thankfully we had some big free throws down the stretch to ice the game.
I wouldn't have mind. You know, Sports Center would have talked about a little bit. It'd have been nice just to go into overtime and get that victory. But regulation is just always nice to close out in regulation.
That's the same thought that went through my mind, like, no more overtime. Let's beat these guys in regulation. You know, we dealt with a 6 overtime. That's history. We only did it once, and we don't want to do it again. So, you know, we just wanted to win the game in regulation, and we did a great job of closing it out.
Yes, Jim Calhoun missed this game because of medical reasons. So the rivalry wasn't as intense today. But the Orange came out and won this classic 72-67. John?
Yeah, Jason, and how exactly was UConn able to climb back into the game after being down 16 points in the second half?
First, UConn, they out-rebounded the Orange in the second half, 12-5. And then they also hit 5 3-pointers when Syracuse only hit 1. So that's where you have the run UConn made. John?
And once UConn did close the gap to tie the game up after the Dyson three, how was Syracuse able to close it out after they were fouling with about 12 seconds left?
John, it pretty much came down to the charity line, where Syracuse hit 16 out of 19 free throws, and Wes Johnson and Chris Joseph hit a couple of clutch free throws late as Chris Johnson got that rebound. So, John, there it is.
And talk about the difference between George Blaney coaching and Jim Calhoun. You said that the rivalry wasn't
Calhoun,
as intense. What
as
was
you know,
different
is a
about
very intense coach, and he conveys that to his players. So that's where the discrepancy between UConn's interim coach and Jim Calhoun comes in a game like this. John?
All right, great stuff, Jason. Now, coming back from the break, we're going to have a preview of the top-rated Syracuse lacrosse team going for another title for their 3rd in a row, back-to-back champs.